Hey guys, coming at you from the shop today. You guys seem to like when we do these walkthrough videos and just show you what all is going around the shop. So we figured we'd catch up and do one today. Right here we've got a buggy that we built a few years back. It used to be the blower buggy. Now it doesn't have a blower, but it's got a LS3 in it, and built this rig a few years ago for Dr. Adam. Then his brother got it from him, Mark. Now we've got it in the shop. We're going to do a little cleanup and a tune-up and try to sell this thing for them. Coming on down through here's machining area. We've been machining Magnum knuckles right now. They're all machined. They're going through deburr, coming out of the mill. These are actually heat-treated blanks. So when we're building a spindle, we rough out the material, then send it to heat treat before we do the final machining. But we'll turn this rough spindle into this finished one. It's a 40 spline spindle for 14 bolts. We've done a video on those not here too long ago. So this right here is a little razor buggy that we're jigging up to produce. We built one of these last year for Hubert Rowland. He raced it in King of the Hammers. Now we've took this right here is going to be the second one we're doing for Hubert. Making a few improvements. We're going to make this more of a trail friendly. He wanted a race car and then more of a trail friendly deal. So we're going to actually put the radiator up front in this thing and put a set of swinging doors on it. We changed some other stuff. Always get a little bit better as you go whenever you're building stuff. So pretty excited about it. What we've done, we've got stuff fixtured on our table here, but we put all the suspension components on it and everything else and put wheels and tires on it, and we took it off to flex test everything and make sure all of our CV angles are good and our steering angles and tires clear, everything. Everything worked out great. Now we're just kind of back to the CAD screen to finish out all the floorboards and stuff, and we'll get back to work on that really quick. So this is our LJ chassis mixed with an Aqualu aluminum LJ tub. It is absolutely awesome. We did 14 bolts from Crane front and rear. It's got the Magnum knuckle with a unit bearing, the L450 unit bearing and stuff on it. Same front and rear. Radflow 3-inch 5-tube bypasses on it. But then move on back here to the back. This right here is what's really cool. Jeff come to us and said, hey, I want to run trailing arms. We built a set of 70-75 trailing arms, but to get matched up travel and down travel, we had to take and cut the Jeep tub and then added this raised rolled section to it. So we added all this in, built like a flare to it, but now we've got the good 50-50 travel up and down that we wanted using a trailing arm and a bypass. So really excited, really cool. Never seen this done to a Jeep before, and if you do anything new to an older Jeep, body style wise, you've done something really cool. Not saying it ain't been done, I haven't seen it, so we're really excited about getting this thing done. Putting a 40-gallon fuel cell in it, huge radiator from Griffin in this thing. He wants to be able to go from Atlanta and ride East Coast trails with 43-inch super swampers all the way to California and Mexico, bolt on different tires, and go ride around in Mexico with all of his buddies with pre-runners and trophy trucks and a lot of other guys that he hangs out with. Really cool build. I love this thing. I think during the last video we did like this, we were just getting started on this little orange Jeep. We kind of made a little bit of a teaser about it. Well, here it is. This is Scott Grubb's JL. What else can I say? I think it's the very first tube chassis JL to ever come out. So that's exciting in itself to be the very first one to do that. I'm really excited about way more than that because it's an awesome build. V8, 1-ton running gear, 40 spline front axle, Magnum knuckles from Crane, 14 bolt rear, 14 bolt, big brakes, coilovers, bypasses. We've done a bunch of photo shoots with this thing. It's doing really well as far as everybody likes it on the internet. I hear it all the time. Why'd you start with a JL whenever you're going to do this much of a build? Well, that's what the customer wanted, and we provided that for him. So the body is kind of hanging out over here. We just got that thing back from powder coat yesterday, which kind of was like when we looked around, we're like, man, we got some neat stuff. We got to show guys this stuff. The body for it, we've got to get the chassis back to a rolling state pretty quick, put the body back on the chassis, and then we've got to finish up the body protection before we send it out to get it painted. We're going to have the body protection painted this orange. This is the cage for it. The color that we went with on this thing is called Speedway Black. It's almost like a gunmetal gray. It's got a lot of flake in it. It's a really good looking color. It matches with anything. We've used it just a few times. Every time I see it unloading off the trailer, I'm like, man, it looks awesome. Buggy under the cover is a pretty cool project, guys. Like, I'm really excited about it. It's a buggy we've been working on here for the shop for a long time. It's gonna do some racing. It's gonna do some hardcore trail riding. It's gonna have some fun. We're not gonna release that right now, but stay tuned. That thing right there is coming out, and we'll do a whole deal on that. This right here is a Rock Bouncer X chassis we've got on a pallet. It's getting ready to be palleted the rest of the way down and get shipped. Love these chassis. We changed some stuff from the original Rock Bouncer, narrowed up the firewall, put this larger roll in the back, a few other little things. Did a lot of laser cut brackets and tabs for this thing. Some of that stuff's getting to the website. A lot of that stuff you may need to call and just talk to us about. Always call and talk to us. We've got way more offered than on our website. We're trying to keep the website updated, but if you got a question about can we do something, pick up the phone and call, always. For Crane, we've got this 14 bolt axle rear steer, 14 bolt, Dana 60 knuckles, 3/4 ton brakes on a pallet ready to go. And we've got Don Ryan's Rock Bouncer X. This right here was the one that prototyped the Rock Bouncer X chassis. Cool buggy. We've got a couple of videos out about it. He has actually came to town. We test drove it once. Everything went good. He had such a good time. He's like, man, I'm coming back before I ship that thing out to me. He lives in California. We live in Tennessee. Big gap. So I always love when a customer will fly over, come ride with us, let us show him how the buggy runs and works and everything else before they take it home. It just works out so much better. And Don's having a good time coming over to see us in Nashville. This buggy right here is for a guy named Kevin. He is out of Kentucky. Really cool build. I love this build because it's using old school 60 parts. It's got a small block Chevy in it. Carburetor on it right now. We're going to convert it over to fuel injection for him. A turbo 350 and a 205. This thing right here is kind of, if you want to call it old school, you could. I don't think it's old school. I just think it's cool. It's really good parts that'll really work good together. Tyler's been doing a really good job with this thing. We're doing it to a kind of a medium fab roller. He's going to mount small stuff whenever he gets it home, but it'll be, we're going to call it 80% done whenever it leaves here. Got another axle here on the table, rear steer axle, that we're fixing to get everything assembled on it. We've got to spline a set of shafts for it before it leaves out. Doing a set of Yukon axle shafts with super joints in this one. 14 bolt with a grizzly locker. We offer lockers and stuff. A lot of people think that just because we have spools and stuff on the website that we don't offer ARBs or lockers or anything else. We offer a lot of that stuff. Just check us out and call. So that's a little quick trip around the shop. That's what we got going on. We feel pretty lucky that we got really cool projects and we got some really good customers and just trust us with it. So we always want to thank our customers for letting us do what we love. Everybody in here likes it. So you guys check us out. if you like more videos like this, follow and subscribe on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or wherever you're watching this.